Srila Prabhupada stuck to the instruction of his Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, until he left this material world. As a part of his following his instruction of his Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada started printing Back to Godhead magazine. Hare Krishna Mamta Malati, welcome. Nice to see you. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada started printing Back to Godhead magazine, and in spite of his failure in his businesses, difficulties with his family members not cooperating with him, Srila Prabhupada always kept in mind to spread the message of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam in English language to the Western world. That was always his target. And after he left his home and came to Vrindavan, uh, as a resident of Vrindavan, his only purpose was that he didn't come to Vrindavan to retire and give up his body in Vrindavan. That was not his target. Actually, even Srila Prabhupada gave up his home, gave up his family life. Then first he came to Mathura, where his god brothers were staying, because he had nowhere to go, because now he's left his home. And then to help some of his god brothers, he traveled to Delhi, and there he stayed in the ashram, in the mutt, Chaitanya Mutt, and he was helping his god brothers in publishing Back to Godhead, their Sajjana Toshni magazine. So Prabhupada was like editor of the Sajjan Toshni, and he was helping them to write the contents of Sajjan Toshni. But somehow or other, his god brothers didn't appreciate his hard work, and Srila Prabhupada had to leave that place. And then Prabhupada ji, from there, he came to Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan he rented a room on the rooftop of the Vamsi Gopalji temple, and he stayed there. And his main purpose of staying at the Vamsi Gopalji temple was that he would translate some of the books, and he would write his Back to Godhead magazine articles in English, and he used to travel between Vrindavan to Delhi, because in Vrindavan he used to go do the writing, and in the Delhi he used to go there to print, to publish, and to distribute. So that was the main purpose. Srila Prabhupada was staying in Vrindavan, and he was traveling to Delhi all the times. But you see, all the time Srila Prabhupada is lonely, because he has got no help from his god brothers. He has no help from his family members, and he has no source of income also. He he was surviving based upon this little Back to Godhead magazine he was publishing in Delhi, and trying to distribute and collect some donations from the people. He even did not have money to publish the magazine. So there was someone in the printing person, Mr. Jain, there. He was trying to help him out, give him some money, borrowed money, and he was trying to survive like that. But still, he had this instruction of his Guru Maharaj in his mind that he wanted to go to a Western world and preach the message of Bhagavad Gita and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam to the Western world. So here is the man who is in his late 60s, has no money, no resources, and still somehow or other trying to publish the magazine. One who does not have a food to eat, one who does not have money to buy his own clothes, one who has no place to stay, but still he is persistent on printing back to Godhead magazine. That was his determination. And always he had this desire to travel abroad and spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. So one of his god brother, Kripasindhu, he says here that he came to my house and asked me to help him in going to America. This is in 1950s. He gave me some back to Godheads, which he said I could show to people to ask for help on his behalf. I tried to do something in this regard. I introduced Abhay Babu to one man, a big industrialist, Himraj Khandelwal, and he also went to meet him. So, Prabhupada, that name Abhay Charana, he hasn't taken sannyas yet. So, he was known as Abhay Charanar Vinda. After his initiation, first, second initiation, his name became Abhay Charanar Vinda. And some of his god brothers gave him a title, Bhakti Vedanta. So Abhay Charanar Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Prabhu. So that was his name. And so he had this desire to travel to America. And at that time, he also got little support from Scindia Shipping Company. So this is the same Scindia Shipping Company which gave him a full ticket to America at a later part. But in the earlier part, Abhay was offered 50% discount on his travel to United States by Scindia Streamline Manager. But then Abhay did not have even resources to collect 50% of his ticket, so he couldn't go. So then one day, Abhay got a dream. Again, this is the second time he got a dream to take sannyas. So Srila Prabhupada writes here, Vidura Prabhu, you want to read this? Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. So here, Srila Prabhupada ji writes, he got a dream. And in the dream, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj asked him to take sannyas. Then Prabhupada ji approached his god brothers. Prabhupada didn't want to take sannyas because he thought he's not eligible to, very humble. But his god brothers insisted that no, Bhaktivedanta Prabhu, if you really want to preach, you must take the sannyas order of your. So then Prabhupada ji, with the insistence of his god brothers, he took sannyas ashram. And here is that famous picture of Srila Prabhupada taking sannyas on September 17th, 1959 in Mathura at Sri Keshavji Gaudiya Math. Prabhupada took sannyas. So on the right hand side, you can see Srila Prabhupada. In the middle is the Bhakti Pragna Keshava. In the middle is the Keshav Maharaj who is sitting. And on the left is another god brother who took the sannyas with him, Bhakti Pragna Keshav Maharaj. So in this way, this is the picture of 1959, September 17th, when Srila Prabhupada took sannyas. So that is what we did as of last time. And today we are going to learn from 10th chapter of Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. And the title of this chapter is This Momentous Hour of Need. So Srila Prabhupada now, he is in Vrindavan. and he has taken a sannyas, and he is staying here in Vrindavan at Sri Bansi Gopalji temple. The chapter starts with a passage from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and here is the passage. I'm not sure whether the fonts are large enough for you to read. Sujata Mataji, would you be able to read? Is it possible? Is it too big or too small? Or Sujata Mataji, yes, thank you. Can you read it? Is it possible for you to read, or font size is very small? Try. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. So here, this paragraph is taken from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1. Oh, background noise is coming. Is the same with Mamta Mataji and Vidura Prabhu? Is it okay now? Vidura Prabhu? The sound is okay? Okay. Mamta Mataji, is the sound okay for you? Okay. Sujata Mataji, is the sound still a problem? Okay, let me do something here at my end. Some technical problem. Let me see if I can use my. Now is the sound? 1 second. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is this better than before? Okay, perfect. So sound, I'm using the sound system. So Srila Prabhupada's this paragraph is taken from the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Prabhupada ji writes about he is translating Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, the only purpose of this chapter highlight Prabhupada's attempt to translate Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada ji was doing Back to Godhead magazine, but he thought that if he really wanted to present something substantially to the Western world before he travels to Western world, then he has to translate Srimad Bhagavatam. So he started translating, and in the beginning, he writes that even though the writing of Srimad Bhagavatam may not be at par with the requirements, and there may be some policies, but he says that this is my humble attempt to translate Srimad Bhagavatam for the benefit of the entire world. So after taking sannyas, Srila Prabhupada ji is being called, he is no more called Abhay Babu or Abhay Charana Prabhu, but he was called by some of his friends as Swamiji. Some people called him Maharaj, and some people addressed him as Swami Bhaktivedanta Ji, Swami Maharaj, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, like that. So he is now called A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. He's not called Prabhupada today until this chapter. So Prabhupada Ji, Abhay, uh, Prabhupada Ji, after taking sannyas and staying in Vrindavan at Mansi Gopal temple, then he used to travel to Agra, Kanpur, Jhansi, Delhi, because as a sannyas he used to travel. And then he come back to Mansi Gopal temple. So he's traveling and preaching. That is his role as a sannyas. But in spite of taking sannyas and traveling, basic problem remains. What is that? His basic problem was that he had no resources to write and print. And that was his main role, was to write. And he wanted to broadcast the message of Godhead, back to Godhead, but few people were willing to listen to him. And this not this like there was no much audience to his writings or teachings. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Everything okay? Hare Krishna. Everything okay? Can you hear me? Hello, Sujata Mata, can you hear me? Sujata Mata, Hare Krishna, Sujata Mata, Hare Krishna. Is this oh, okay? Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm not sure whether is having some technical issue there.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Madhuri, can you hear us? You can't? You cannot hear? I'm not sure. Mataji, can you, Sujata Mataji, can you hear me? Hare Krishna. Mamta Mataji, you can hear me?